Does she still not realize?
Not at all. She went to her part-time job again today.
Seriously, she's so oblivious.
When I came home early from my part-time job due to feeling unwell, I found my husband Ryan and my best friend Amanda cheating in my bed. They didn't notice me. So, I recorded a video and sent it to Amanda's husband, Dennis. Dennis and I were classmates in college. We came up with a plan together.
If we're going to do this, let's mess with them.
Following Dennis's suggestion, I played a little prank on the two of them. The sight of Ryan and Amanda getting flustered was hilarious. When I confronted them with divorce, the real reason Amanda had gotten close to Ryan came out. I was dumbfounded by the reason and immediately lost interest. My name is Michelle, 28 years old. This is my second year of marriage. My husband's name is Ryan, and he's the same age as me. We met in a college club. It was a travel club that went on trips whenever we had the time. But we were college students. We didn't have money. So, we naturally ended up going on budget trips, always traveling by rental car. I often ended up in the same car as Ryan. Later, I found out that this had been arranged. At the time, it was well known among the male members that Ryan liked me. I never realized this for the entire 4 years.
We always end up in the same car, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't take over driving. I'm not very good at it.
That's okay. I like driving. I liked Ryan's kindness. But at the time, I couldn't tell if this was love or just friendship. In the end, we never dated during our 4 years of college. After graduation, and as the first year of working came to an end, a reunion for the club members was organized. I reconnected with Ryan there, and we discovered that our companies were close by, so we started meeting up. After our third dinner together, he confessed,
I've actually liked you since our freshman year.
I remember being really happy to hear those words. It was then that I realized I liked Ryan too. And so, we started dating. I immediately told my best friend Amanda about us becoming a couple. Amanda was also in the same club and knew Ryan. Amanda was like the idol of the college, always having a boyfriend on campus. However, she never dated anyone from the club.
After breaking up with a guy, it would be awkward to do club activities, so no thanks.
She used to say things like that. Indeed, it might not be great to have an ex-boyfriend in a travel club.
Isn't it awkward having several ex-boyfriends in college?
I can ignore that. But it's different with the club, right? I was happy she prioritized doing club activities with me like this. Amanda and I became friends after sitting next to each other at the entrance ceremony. She was beautiful and approachable, a dazzling presence to me. Our friendship continued even after becoming professionals, meeting up now and then.
What? Ryan? Seriously?
Amanda was surprised, but happy for me.
He said he's liked me since our freshman year.
When I told her, Amanda responded with surprise. Really? Since freshman year? I see. I expected her to be more excited, which threw me off.
So, you're seriously going to date him? Are you okay with that, Michelle?
What? Of course. I like him because he's kind. I wondered what this unease was. I had heard Amanda just got engaged, so I convinced myself that she might be experiencing wedding blues and ended the call. Amanda had gotten engaged to a classmate she started dating in our senior year of college. Someone she always said she liked.
I don't want to work, so I want to get married early and be a housewife.
She used to say things like that. I thought it was half a joke, but it seems she was serious. Amanda resigned as soon as she got engaged. After a while, Amanda suggested,
Why don't we have a dinner with Ryan and my husband? We're all from the same university.
Her husband's name is Dennis. Dennis and I were in the same seminar, so we were friends. Ryan and Dennis didn't know each other.
Sounds great. I'll ask him.
The dinner was organized quickly, with Amanda taking a proactive role. Normally, she wouldn't volunteer to organize, but she seemed to be enjoying herself. I was relieved, thinking she had finally moved past her wedding blues. However, that dinner began to create a rift between Amanda and me. Initially, Ryan and I planned a surprise wedding gift for Amanda and Dennis. We wanted to celebrate them more, but Amanda quickly shifted the focus to us. Thank you. But I want to know about you too. I worried if she wasn't happy with the wedding gift. She didn't even look at the present we gave, placing it directly on the floor, and asked about our dates and what Ryan liked about me. She asked us many different difficult questions that Dennis had to warn her at one point. Amanda, are you drunk?
I'm not drunk. Oh, right. I'll tell Ryan a secret about Michelle.
I became anxious about what Amanda would say. Michelle was totally unpopular in college, you know. She only attracted the attention of a professor in his 50s.
Really? Seriously? Seriously. Can you believe it? That was her only admirer. I wasn't attracting his attention.
Come on, you sat on his lap. What? What does that mean? Ryan looked at me with a disdainful glance, and my heart fluttered uneasily.
No, it's not like that. I fell and ended up on his lap. Everyone laughed.
Ah, I saw that. You really are a klutz. With Dennis's help, the conversation turned into a joke. But after that, Amanda kept bringing up a girl I said I didn't like, exaggerating the story.
See, the girl you used to talk bad about every day, remember?
What? Wasn't that Amanda?
Stop it. Don't blame things you said on me.
The atmosphere continued to deteriorate. Ryan looked at me with sad eyes. It wasn't like that at all. I couldn't understand why she would say something that demeaned me. We disbanded awkwardly. On the way home, I desperately tried to explain to Ryan.
You don't have to be so desperate about a little gossip, everyone does it.
Ryan laughed it off, but I could tell he was feeling complicated inside. But it was Amanda who said those things. Hey, stop it. It's cowardly to not say it at the time and bring it up now. I was speechless. I could see myself getting more and more disadvantaged. Some time later, Amanda and Dennis's wedding took place. Both Ryan and I were invited to the wedding. Amanda looked beautiful at her wedding, but I couldn't manage to smile properly. Half a year after Amanda's wedding, Ryan proposed to me. By then, I had completely forgotten what Amanda had said. I was at the peak of happiness. I sent Amanda a wedding announcement and an invitation. I was a bit nervous since we hadn't talked much since her wedding, but Amanda seemed happy for me.
Congratulations! I'm looking forward to your wedding.
I thought maybe Amanda had forgotten all about that incident. So I vowed to forget it as well. Before the wedding began, I waited for Amanda, but she didn't show up. Other friends mentioned they had seen Amanda quite a while ago, but she never showed up in the dressing room. I didn't worry too much since it's not a given that all friends would show up. However, Ryan, the groom, was also missing. The staff went to look for him but couldn't find him. As the ceremony time approached, I headed to the venue alone. There, Ryan was already present, and Amanda was with him. My heart stirred uneasily. Why were they together? They were friends, but their closeness seemed excessive. I approached them with the biggest smile I could muster.
Ryan, you were already standing by. I was waiting for Amanda in the dressing room, thinking she'd come.
Ryan seemed restless and uneasy when he saw me.
Wow. Michelle, you look beautiful. And Ryan.
How did they become so close?
I got so caught up talking with Ryan, I totally forgot to head to your place, Michelle.
Amanda laughed without a hint of remorse. Despite it being my wedding day, I felt my face stiffen completely. After the wedding, Ryan and I had a big fight.
I don't want you to be friends with Amanda anymore.
What?
Why? Amanda is your best friend, right?
Ryan sighed heavily.
We're friends, so it should be okay. Amanda is popular with guys. She knows how to present herself well. Don't talk bad about your best friend. You really have a bad personality. Amanda did well to be friends with you.
I was shocked. I could imagine Amanda filling Ryan's head with various things behind my back. Angered, I couldn't keep silent and blurted out something provocative.
So, you regret marrying me?
Maybe I do. I wanted him to deny it. I wanted him to say it wasn't true. It was right after the wedding. I felt like this would drag on forever. Our marriage started off on the wrong foot. I didn't want to argue with Ryan and stopped probing further, carrying the unease in my heart. After getting married, I resigned and started working part-time at the same company. I was assigned to a store and my main job was customer service. Being a former employee, I was busy with various tasks. However, I always made sure to return home before Ryan and took care of the household chores alone. I was so busy that I completely forgot about Amanda. Or rather, I kept myself busy to avoid thinking about her. I was trying to convince myself that our marriage was going well. Then one day, I pushed myself too hard with work and housework and got sick. But the workplace was short-staffed and I couldn't take time off. I forced myself to go to work. Instead, I decided to cut corners with the housework. Even though it was just buying frozen food and letting the laundry pile up a little. Yet, Ryan wouldn't allow it.
Hey, why haven't you done the laundry? I need it for tomorrow.
Sorry. Is that so? I didn't know.
Can't you at least take care of the house properly? I don't want to eat frozen food after coming back from work.
Saying that, Ryan went somewhere. I had told him I was feeling unwell. But instead of worrying about me, Ryan demanded perfect housekeeping. Where had the kind Ryan gone? I never thought marriage would be this hard. I went to work feeling sick. The manager, seeing how pale and unsteady I was, told me to go home and rest. Especially since the store was relatively empty that day, making it seem like they could manage without me. I was actually expected to be busy, but I would only be a burden if I collapsed. So, I gratefully accepted the advice. I went to the hospital, got some medicine, couldn't bear it anymore, and stopped at a cafe on the way to take the medicine after having a light meal. Then I headed home. Passing by the house, I noticed the bedroom curtains were closed. Though I remembered opening them in the morning.
Could it be a burglar?
I was scared and thought about calling the police, but figured I must have forgotten to open the curtains due to my ill health. Just to be sure, I quietly entered the house. Then I heard a woman's voice.
Huh?
This voice. Peeking through the slightly open bedroom door, I saw Amanda straddling Ryan. They were cheating. My mind went blank. Why Ryan and Amanda? How long had this been going on? As I sat down in shock, I could hear their conversation.
Does she still not realize?
Not at all. She went to her part-time job again today.
Seriously, she's so oblivious.
Yeah, to think she married me without knowing we were cheating, she's really optimistic in her head. From their conversation, It was clear their relationship had started before our marriage. But why, then, did he marry me? If only I had started dating Amanda earlier, we could have been married.
Yeah, really.
Are you not going to divorce your husband?
But I find affairs more exciting.
I felt like vomiting listening to their conversation. It was unbearably frustrating. I took out my mobile phone and aimed the camera at them. I decided to secretly record their actions. Amanda and Ryan were so engrossed they didn't notice me at all. I recorded for an hour. Their sporadic conversations were derogatory towards me and Dennis.
Amanda's husband probably doesn't think his wife is at another man's house during the day.
He's working, oblivious to everything. Feeling nauseous, I stepped outside. Dennis is my friend. It made my blood boil to hear my friend being spoken about like that. I sent Dennis some of the video clips. I should have been dizzy from the fever, but either the medicine was working or my adrenaline was pumping from anger, because I started to feel more alert. I was contemplating what to do next. As I hesitated about whether to go ahead, I received a call from Dennis. So they really are cheating, huh?
You knew?
I arranged to meet Dennis.
Is it okay for you to leave work?
Yeah, I'll take early leave. Can't miss this chance. Then Dennis directed me to a certain pub. That was where Amanda and Ryan would meet secretly.
You've researched this much?
Yeah, they always come here. Apparently, Dennis had been investigating them for a while and had perfect information. There were even photos of them enjoying the affair.
Let's tease them a bit before confronting them.
How?
Just watch.
Eventually, the two of them really showed up. I panicked, thinking I might be seen, but it seems they couldn't see us even though we had a clear view of them.
This spot is perfect for surveillance,
Dennis said confidently. He seemed to be enjoying himself. I was quite shaken, so Dennis's presence was reassuring. After confirming the two had settled at a table, Dennis called Amanda.
Amanda? Where are you now?
Me? Now? I'm near the supermarket close to our house.
Good, I'm about to head home. I'll come pick you up.
What? No, it's fine, don't come.
I'll join you for shopping for once, see you soon.
Amanda's panicked voice could be heard.
What do we do? Dennis is coming home.
Seriously? I found it so funny, I couldn't help but laugh. Dennis had a mischievous smile on his face. I hadn't known Dennis had this side to him. Actually, Dennis was the most popular with girls in our class. When I heard he was dating Amanda, all the girls in class were shocked.
Michelle, you do it too.
Encouraged by Dennis, I also called Ryan.
Ryan? Where are you?
Where do you think? I'm at work. It sounds noisy there. I'm in a meeting. Claiming to be in a meeting was too far-fetched. Ryan must have realized his mistake at this point. His expression was clearly visible from our vantage point.
Well, it's okay. I'm actually in front of your company now. Let's go home together.
Eh? I'll be finishing late today, so just go home without me.
Is that so? Oh, but I see someone from Ryan's company. I'll go say hi. Bye. Hey!
Wait! I hung up after saying just that. They panicked when we asked their whereabouts. Watching their frantic reactions was entertaining for us. As they hurried outside, we blocked their path and caught them. The sight of us appearing before them left them speechless and frozen. I thought you were at the company.
Did you warp here from the supermarket? You lied to us. How low can you go?
Ignoring their own actions, Amanda and Ryan accused us of lying.
Who's the lowest here, cheating and all? Cheating? What are you talking about? I don't understand. I am saying that I know everything.
And Dennis nodded in agreement. Seeing this, Amanda's face turned red as she yelled at me.
Dennis is supposed to be at work, Michelle. You seduced my husband. Actually, I was the one who suggested coming here. Dennis, you're defending Michelle.
Amanda couldn't stand that Dennis and I were working together, trembling with anger.
Don't change the subject. You're the one who stole my husband. That's right. We knew you two were having an affair. That's what we're discussing now.
It's not like that. I actually had something to consult with Ryan. I told them that their affair had already been discovered. However, they continued to deny it, claiming to be just friends. So, I decided to show them the video I had recorded earlier.
What is this? When did you record this? Could it be a surveillance camera? It's obviously me recording directly, since the screen is moving.
From their reaction, it was clear they hadn't realized the recording was from today, indicating Amanda's visits weren't only today. Thinking about them doing this every day made me feel sick.
I'm thinking of divorcing Ryan.
I'll also divorce Amanda. What you two do after is up to you. Their reactions were polar opposites. Ryan was happy, while Amanda broke down crying.
Amanda! Yes! Now we can get married. What are you talking about? I don't want to leave Dennis.
Eh? Ryan looked confused, not understanding what Amanda was saying.
Hey! What are you saying? You said you wanted to marry me, but Dennis wouldn't divorce you. Shut up. Be quiet.
Then Amanda desperately apologized to Dennis.
Dennis, I'm sorry. You're the only one for me. Did I say I don't want to divorce? That's just Ryan making things up. He's living in a fantasy world. That's why I was scared. Hey! What's that about? Don't make stuff up.
Amanda began to quickly fabricate lies to protect herself, lies that were easily exposed. It made me want to say,
now who's living in the fantasy world? It seems you're enjoying yourself in this video, though. This video is different. Ryan forced me to. Huh? What are you saying? You said you wanted to do it in Michelle's bed because it was more exciting.
It all made sense now. Amanda didn't really like Ryan, she just wanted to win over me. And she was confident she could. I remembered something. A couple from our class had formed. They seemed very much in love and happy. But a month later, that boyfriend was dating Amanda. The girl was devastated and crying. When I asked Amanda if she had stolen him, she said,
he came to me on his own, asking to date for just a week. I agreed, but we've broken up now.
Back then, I thought the guy was entirely at fault, but now I realize this was a pattern. Now, being directly involved, I finally understand. Amanda hates seeing people happy.
Amanda never really liked Ryan, did she? Of course not. The only one I love is Dennis. Hey! What's that about? You're the one who came on to me.
Indeed, Amanda was the instigator. According to Ryan, the day after we had dinner as a group, Amanda contacted him wanting to talk. It was supposed to be words of concern for me, but it was all lies meant to demean me.
Michelle is actually a big flirt. You know, guys always get the wrong idea about her. I'm worried I might get stabbed someday. Eh? I've never felt that way about her.
She's different in front of men and women, you know. She's really good at acting.
I had no idea.
I was appalled that Ryan could so easily believe such things about me.
Ryan, you've been pining for me all this time, and yet you readily believe what Amanda says? I'm disappointed. I didn't believe her at first. But then Amanda kept showing up in front of me. What? You were the one who wanted to meet. That was much later.
Realizing we were getting nowhere, we decided to have a proper discussion later. I didn't want to breathe the same air as Ryan, so I decided to go back to my parents' house. However, Ryan insisted he wanted to talk things through properly.
You're telling me to sleep in the bed where you two were intimate?
That comment made Ryan go pale. It seemed he finally understood the gravity of what he had done.
Sorry, I've done something irreversible. By the way, I recorded this video today. Eh?
Ryan started crying on the spot. Seeing his miserable state, I felt my feelings for him cooling completely.
Anyway, I'm not going back to that house. I'm divorcing you. No! Wait! Please reconsider. You've been betraying me since before we got married, right? You think we can start over? Besides, you were happy about the possibility of divorcing me earlier. I was deceived by Amanda then. Now I understand how important Michelle is.
Ryan's sweet-talking started to disgust me.
This is all a game. It's not serious.
That statement pushed me over the edge.
What game? Don't joke with me. I've been dragged into your play for more than 2 years. Give me back my time.
Perhaps I shouted too much in public. People started gathering to watch. Ryan shamelessly cried and begged for forgiveness, but I ignored him. I walked away through the crowd, leaving him. Days later, Dennis and I hired lawyers and went to divorce mediation. Neither of us could consider anything but divorce. We intended to claim compensation, as we had plenty of evidence. Amanda must have been crying a lot. Her eyes were red and swollen. I knew Amanda truly loved Dennis. She only ever happily reported to me when she was dating Dennis. So, she definitely didn't want a divorce. And her pride wouldn't allow her to be someone who had gone through a divorce.
I still love Dennis the most. That's why I don't want a divorce.
If that was the case, she shouldn't have engaged in a frivolous affair. It was shallow. Just because she couldn't stand seeing someone else happy, she targeted her best friend's husband, which is insane. Losing a husband she truly loved over such petty pride, there was no room for sympathy.
You wanted to beat Michelle, right? Sorry, but you've been losing to Michelle from the start.
At that comment, Amanda bit her lip and twisted her face.
In college, it wasn't you who was popular among the male students, it was Michelle.
That was news to me, and I was surprised.
You thought just by being around Michelle, you'd be popular too? What a misunderstanding.
I had always been in a girls' school until college, so being told I was popular was a first for me. Looking back, I realized Amanda had made me believe I was unpopular. The notion that Amanda was beautiful and popular came only from her. Now, looking at Amanda closely, she wasn't that beautiful. Was it mind control, or just a complete misconception? Then Amanda looked at me.
Don't look at me like I'm some pitiable creature.
But you are pitiable.
What did you say?
At that point, Amanda lunged at me. Dennis quickly stepped in between us. Ryan also tried to protect me, a bit later.
What, both of you? Deceived by such a woman.
The only one deceiving people here is you.
I'm a princess.
Amanda screamed, and we were all stunned. This must have been her true feelings. Amanda always wanted to behave like a princess and be the center of attention.
It's ridiculous that Michelle is being protected by men.
She cried out. The lawyer, witnessing this scene, suggested Amanda to seek psychiatric care.
I'm not crazy. It's not about being crazy. It's about taking some time to calmly reflect on your actions.
However, Amanda wouldn't listen to me, so we left it to her parents to handle the psychiatric care. For now, we agreed to continue discussions through our lawyers, and the four of us ended up divorcing. There was peace for a while after the divorce. I enjoyed being single. Occasionally meeting Dennis.
It was tough back then.
Really. I feel so liberated now. We were able to talk like this. On my way home from seeing Dennis, Ryan appeared before me, thin and drawn.
What are you doing here? I've realized how important Michelle is. I want to start over.
Sorry, but that's impossible.
Why? I'll make you happy this time, I promise.
How can someone who cheated before we were married make me happy? I regret that. That day, I watched you two for an hour, recording everything. Ryan was at a loss for words. So, it's impossible. Whenever you appear, that's all I can remember. Don't show up in front of me again. Seeing Ryan irritated me. I wanted to settle the remaining compensation and cut ties with him immediately. There was another reason for this. I'm seeing someone with the intention of getting married.
What?
I was dating the store manager at work. After the divorce, he was the one who cared for me the most. The night I discovered Amanda and Ryan's affair, I collapsed at my parents' house. I was taken to the hospital in an ambulance and had to get in 4. It was just a bad cold, nothing serious. If anything, it was probably caused by excessive stress. I decided to take some time off work. Not just because of my health, but also due to the divorce mediation. When I told him, he worriedly visited me at my parents' house. Despite the inconvenience I had caused at work, the manager never complained and stayed by my side. I think I can trust him. That's why, if I were to remarry, it would be him.
Don't say things like that. I've been watching Michelle all this time. I'm your biggest supporter.
When I think about it, we were never together outside of the club. That's why I married you without really knowing you. I didn't even notice you were cheating behind my back.
That guy, you never know what he might be doing behind your back either.
That may be true. But I trust him more than you. Ryan looked deeply hurt by my earnest words.
I was deceived. It's not my fault.
Amanda is to blame, but you're equally guilty.
I genuinely liked you, but I was misled.
Ryan, you chose to believe Amanda. Ryan kept appearing, trying to reconcile. Eventually, the manager, concerned for me, consulted the police. They responded immediately, and Ryan was no longer able to approach me. Ryan's parents were informed and promised to keep an eye on him. Thanks to that, Ryan stopped appearing in front of me. Later, the remaining compensation was paid in full. It seems Ryan's parents covered it for him. In return, Ryan was put under their supervision. He had to work a second part-time job at night, with all his earnings managed by his parents. During the compensation payment,
"Even if we're family, you must repay,"
said Emily, Ryan's mother. Amanda frequently appeared in front of Dennis. Dennis wasn't dating anyone yet, but was seeing someone. Amanda showed up during a dinner with this woman. Her face smeared with tears and snot, and this woman threw water at her.
"Don't steal my husband!" "Hey! What are you doing?"
Naturally, Dennis's concern for the woman only infuriated Amanda more, and she lunged at her, causing a commotion in the restaurant. The police were called by the restaurant, and Amanda was taken away. Dennis reported Amanda as a stalker to the police. Shocked by being labeled a stalker, Amanda shut herself away at home. She is currently receiving psychiatric care, accompanied by her family.
I can't stand seeing Dennis with another woman.
She keeps crying in her sessions. Dennis received a letter requesting a visit but politely declined through Amanda's parents. Amanda, knowing Dennis wouldn't visit or respond, became even more distressed. She will likely be admitted to a psychiatric facility, as her parents lamented their inability to manage her. Finally, the turmoil subsided, and I could have a calm relationship with the manager. Though not entirely free from mistrust of men, I've become somewhat clingy. However, the manager kindly acknowledges this, continuing our discussions until my insecurities are resolved. I'm still fearful of moving forward to marriage, but I believe a future with him might be possible. My relationship with Dennis also remained good. Introducing him to the manager, Dennis was pleased. Surprisingly, Dennis was running his own company, and the manager, aspiring to own his own shop, found common ground with him despite their 5-year age difference.
Please come for a company tour next time.
They had even made such a promise. Dennis whispered, I think he's a great guy. I think so too. This time, I want to make decisions based on my judgment, not swayed by others.